Hello, and welcome to another podcast with another straight male. Welcome to another podcast. Welcome to another podcast. Hello, and welcome to another podcast with a white male. We are here today with another white male podcast. I come from a podcast down under. Are we just going to communicate in podcasts? Is the world turning into a place where we just talk in podcasts? I don't know. Who knows? Wahoo. Nothing is real. I've been figuring out more and more lately that nothing is real. Gonna hide myself from the world. Gonna wear sunglasses inside all the time, and also gonna wear things on my head, and just not gonna say why I'm doing it. And I'm just gonna respond by saying wahoo. Excuse me, sir, why are you wearing that on your head? Wahoo. Because I met Owen Wilson. Because I met Owen Wilson on 3 separate occasions. I met Owen Wilson. Who? Owen Wilson. Wow. I met him, bro. I met Owen Wilson. I met him three different occasions within 2 weeks, and felt like a movie. Nothing is real. I work in a little bakery at the moment, right? During the day, I hang out with the croissants. I lay baguettes on shelves, and was working with the croissants, with the baguettes, and Owen Wilson just comes in, just walks into the door, and it's just me, Owen Wilson, and a couple of other workers, and I'm just like, woohoo. And I just knew straight away. He just looks like Owen Wilson. He looks more like Owen Wilson in real life. And yeah, bro, he just walks in, and I was like, Owen Wilson, and he's just like, hey, and I was like, wow. And he's like looking at pastries, he's looking at croissants, and yeah, and I got to serve him, and I was just like, dude, I'm a big fan. I grew up watching your movies, and this is really cool. And I was just like, I told him, I was like, oh, I'm a comedian like myself. Like, I've been doing comedy for 6 years, just like stand-up comedy. And he asked what my name was, shook my hand, and I was just like, woohoo. And then he left. Oh, and I got a photo with him. And it was really cool about that. And I was just like, wow. And I was just buzzing. Then 3 days later, 3 days go past, bro. Just 3 normal days. Working at the bakery again. Owen Wilson walks in for the second time. And it's just me and Owen Wilson this time. He sees me. He gives me a fist bump, bro. Owen Wilson gives me a fist bump. And I'm just like, woohoo. And this time he's looking for a cookie. And we have cookies, and he asks, he's like, what is the texture of this cookie? What is the go with the cookie? And I was like, these cookies are kind of soft. Like they're not crunchy, they're soft. They're kind of like a Subway cookie. They're really good. They're my favorite. And he's just like, oh, wow. He's like, I'm not really into the soft cookies. I'm into the crunchy ones. He's like, I want one that crunches. And I was like, dude, that's so fair. You know what? You're right. You deserve a cookie that crunches. So we found him a cookie that crunches. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to ask him another question this time. I'm going to ask him, do you have any advice for young comedians, young comics? And I've asked a few people this, a few famous people. I got to ask Theo Von face to face what his comedy advice was for young comics, and his advice was just keep getting up. Just keep getting up. A few comics have said that. Anywho, it doesn't really help. Woohoo! But I asked him, and I was just like, Owen, do you have any advice for a young comic? And he was just like, he's like, when I was young, I just wrote everything down, wrote all my ideas down, wrote it with my friends, and then just made them into movies. And I was just like, okay, woohoo, yep, cool. That works. Awesome. That came out really weird, but I was stoked about that, bro. And then, yeah, he left that day, and I was like, man, what a blessing, eh? What a blessing. Got to meet Owen Wilson 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row. Some people get to meet him no times in a row. So, yeah, just for the rest of the day, just so many wahoos. Just woohoo. Woohoo. And yeah, and I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of the Owen Wilson run. And then it was on Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day, and I was working at the bakery again. We closed up early because we sold out all our pastries and closed up the shop, and I'm walking. So the bakery's on this pretty busy street, right? And I finished, and I'm walking down the street to drop off a coffee to a friend. And I'm at this other shop, right, on the same street that the bakery's on, and I see this like scooter go flying past me, and I just see this like blur of like yellow hair, blonde hair, and I'm like, that's Owen. And it's Owen Wilson on a lime scooter. So yeah, I start chasing him up the road because I know he's going to the bakery, and I know the bakery's closed, so I'm running up there, I'm yelling out, Owen! And he can't hear me, and then we get to the bakery, and he's like outside with his scooter, and I'm just like, Owen, what are you doing? And he's just like, yo. And he's just like, oh, do you have any more pastries? And I was like, man, we just closed up the shop, but we can go have a little look. And we went in there, bro. I went in there, he waited up the front, and I found him a couple of pastries. And then I go back out there, give him the pastries, and then, dude, he's just like, thank you very much. And then he's just like, hey, this is probably the last time you're going to see me. I'm heading back to America. And he just gives me a hug. He just puts his arms open, bro, and leans in towards me. And I'm just like, oh, woohoo. And we just hug. Like it was a hug that like both our heads went over each other's shoulders. And he just gave me like a little bit of a Owen squeeze, and then just let go, and then I was just like, wow. And yeah, bro, and then he just got back on the lime scooter and just disappeared, just went back down the hill. So that was really, really cool. And I've met a few famous people in my life. I've met Lorde, I've met Theo Von, I've met Post Malone, and I've met Amy from Amyl and the Sniffers. That was really cool. But like, out of everyone, bro, Owen Wilson was like this. He was so nice. Post Malone was real nice, actually. He was super, super nice. Theo Von, well, nah, no Wahoos that night. Well, I got to spend 4 nights with them, evenings. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that in another podcast. I don't really want to talk about that right now. But Wahoo. But yeah, something about meeting someone that's famous, like with Owen, it felt like every time we talked and like looking into his eyes, it just felt like time would just stop. And I just wanted to talk to him forever. Just wanted to talk to him for my whole life. I just broke my mic stand. There's a lot going on here. So yeah, bro, that was really cool. Famous people are going crazy though at the moment, eh? Like, when haven't they gone crazy? Like, Kanye released a song that I just can't even say. I can't even say the title of the song. Kanye released a song which you can only listen to one time. Hey, have you heard that Kanye song that you can only listen to one time? Because if you listen to it more than once, you're probably racist. I don't know. I've only got to listen to the song once. So I can't make my mind up what the song's even about. But it says, it's got the N-word, and it's also talking about that fella that was like pretty naughty, pretty bad during World War II. He was the bad guy. He was the main bad guy during World War II. And I don't know if I'm even allowed to say his name. So, yeah, a lot going on with Kanye, with the E. The song and the music video is wild. So what's the go with making a song that you can't say the title of? What's the go with that? Like, what's going on when you make a song and we're only allowed to listen to it once? Because if we do listen to it again, we are racist. I don't know. Confusing times, eh? People bringing out very confusing songs. I just like the simple songs, eh? Just the ones that are just like, Freebird. That one's so simple, bro. Just, you get it. Birds are free, bro. I just want to be as free as a bird. I'm as free as a bird, yeah. I want songs that are really nice and easy and fun, like Heat Waves by Glass Animals, Sometimes when I think about is you, don't actually really know what that song's about, but it sounds nice. I'm pretty sure it's about feeling flustered when you like someone. I don't know, bro. Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. Fully get that, bro. I fully understand that song. I've kissed a girl and I really liked it. So, maybe artists and musicians need to think about making songs that are more like that, I don't know. I want a song I can sing to, bro. I want a song I can sing in public. I can sing in the car. I can just, what do you do though? Wild. Yeah, he's got one about his cousin, about him just doing stuff to his cousin. Is he a genius though, bro? Is he the new stop sign? Is he going to be so famous one day, Kanye West, that he's going to be more famous than a stop sign? And if you don't know what that means, bro, when you see a stop sign and you think, like, how often do you see a stop sign? How often do you see a stop sign throughout your week? Just think about that for a second. Oh, wait. Cool. Gathered that information, locked it in. You've seen the stop sign maybe, 7 or 8 times. Let me ask you this, good sir. Who invented the stop sign? Don't Google it. Don't chat GPT. Who Googled the stop sign? Who invented the stop sign? We don't know. Dr. Stop? Don't know. And that's how famous Kanye is. And that's how famous Kanye is going to be one day. We'll never know what his name is. We'll just know him for making songs that we cannot say. That's what fame does to you, eh? Fame and love. Heartbreak. He's probably just still heartbroken from Kim Kardashian. He can't see his kids, but, That's it, bro. It's love. Love will do that to you, man. Love will make you do crazy things. Make you do ridiculous things. Love will make you go places that you shouldn't be going. Physically, too. Jump in the water, bro. Have a swim. Quickly jump out again. Did you see a shark in the ocean? Is that why you got out so fast? You really seem to be enjoying it in there. Swimming around. Well, that's it, bro. There's a lot of things we can't control, and there's a lot of things that are going to happen in our lives that we cannot control, and we're just going to have to flow with it. Sometimes it hurts, eh? I think what I struggle with the most is definitely, and obviously a lot of people do as well, but just rejection, abandonment. I find it hard to open up. But who doesn't? We've got to protect ourselves, bro. We can't let all our swords, we can't let all our cards out, bro. We've got to keep our cards. I don't know why I said swords. Got to use a sword to protect your cards. But I've been thinking about this a lot. I think there's a lot of stuff that you just should not say about yourself, especially when meeting someone new. And I think there's some stuff you should just never tell somebody about yourself. Is that healthy? Probably not. We've all got secrets. But yeah, man, you can fall in and out of love so quickly. Just fall, you just can fall into love and fall out of it. You can just fall into love as quickly. You can fall out of love as quickly as you fell into it. And it's crazy how everything can just change. But it's no one's fault. Nobody's fault at the end of the day. It's not your fault if someone doesn't like you. I mean, it's not their fault. I really don't like Byron Bay. I really don't like Byron Bay. I've been there like 4 times now. And I don't like it. But what I do like is I've been 4 years sober. That's pretty cool. 4 years sober, bro. Just from alcohol. And that's cool. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it. I don't talk about it too much, being sober. I don't know why. I don't want people to think, I think because I see a lot of people talking about it online and posting stuff, and I find it kind of cringe. I don't want anyone to think I'm doing it for attention. Just doing it for, just so I don't, just doing it so I don't die, I guess. Been sniffing a bit of alcohol lately though, bro? Just been sniffing wine. I haven't been buying it and sniffing it. I've just been sniffing my friends' glasses of wine during dinner, and I tell you what, it's pretty good. I like a good sniff of wine. Especially red wine, Just like have a bite of food and then just a little sniff. That should be the whole thing. That's what I enjoyed about alcohol. Just eating a good meal and just having a little sip, and But yeah, I've been well though, bro. I've been well. You're probably wondering, I haven't done an episode in a very long time. What's this? I did like 8 episodes and then just stopped. I was supposed to do, what is it? We're in May, so by now I was supposed to do. Yeah, I had a goal and everything. Just couldn't do it, bro. Just started getting into it. Also, my laptop just died. I've got a new laptop now, and my laptop just fully broke, and I lost a lot of stuff. I lost all my music. That's something I need to figure out. I had a Logic account, and I was sharing it with somebody, sharing it with my ex, and she's gone and just deactivated it, and all the music's just gone. And I had 2 albums worth of music, and I just don't know what to do. And I was supposed to, I'm going to New Zealand in July, and the plan was to record one of those albums, but I can't get hold of it. But that's cool. We're just gonna have to figure that out. We might have to just write 2 albums again. I still remember the songs. It's just a lot of work. It's just annoying. But I've got a new laptop and we're back, and I just haven't been feeling like doing it, bro. I just don't like. Because this is going to be a lot more different now, bro. It's not going to be like a podcast. It's not going to, I'm just going to do this when I feel like doing it, and I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about. I just don't want to, it's just so cringe, don't you think? Don't you think this is so cringe? Like social media and everything like that, man. I'm so over it. I think it's just so bad, bro. We're just trying to be like everyone else, bro. We're not trying to be ourselves anymore. We're so Far from it. It's just ridiculous. And I'm the same, bro. I'm a sheep. And I'm no longer a shepherd. Is it a shepherd? I don't know. I just want to be the leader of my life, and it's just not happening. It hasn't been happening in the last couple of months. I've just been so, like, just comfortable, bro. I've just been sitting there, just watching everything. Been watching lots of wrestling. I don't think there's anything wrong with wrestling, but I've been watching a lot of reels, and I've been trying to figure out what to do with making content, and I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I just don't want to do it, man. I just don't want to do it. So yeah, but I figured out what I'm gonna do, and it's just, it's just, bro. It's just it's just getting out everything that's inside of me on pen and paper and on video. So. And I'm going to New Zealand soon. I've scored this amazing opportunity to go over to New Zealand to help support a comedian from the USA, and his name is Sam Talent. And if you don't know Sam Talent, look him up, bro. Look him up. Sam Talent is, I think personally, one of the greatest of all time comedians, one of the greatest writers, and this is more important to me, bro. One of the nicest people, kindest people I've ever met, and I got to meet him a few years ago. He came over to Australia, to Brisbane, and I got to open for him. And now I get to we're doing some filming. He's doing some filming for his YouTube series in New Zealand, and he's asked me to go over with him 2 weeks, and that's happening, bro. So that's coming up. We're recording all of that, and we've got a lot of stuff coming up just in the next couple of weeks, because I've just had to fill myself up with content, and I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I feel really scared, but I feel like I'm excited, bro, because this is all the stuff I want to been wanting to get out there for ages. And yeah, and I started writing my novel. I started writing my book, the first draft. So that's really exciting. And if you know me, you know what it's about. And we're going to talk about it more, but I don't want to talk about it right now because it doesn't feel right. And I've been going with my gut feeling. It's been feeling real good. So that's what's been happening. I've been feeling, I'll be honest, bro, I've been feeling pretty down. My birthday was really hard, eh? It was my birthday it was hard, bro. It was my birthday a few weeks ago, and it was really, really hard. I just don't feel good on my birthdays, and I know that sounds like a big old wuss, eh? I feel like like everything's all good, bro. Like my life is so fine. But it's just something goes on with my brain especially around May. It's just, I feel not the best. So that's what's just been happening. And I had this weird experience in Byron Bay, and I feel like I just reacted way too much. And like internally reacted, if that makes sense. You know, when like something happens to you that's pretty full on, and you don't like react like physically, bro. You don't say anything. Everything just happens inside your head, and you're just like, and I just fucking cooked myself, eh? Just cooked myself, and just like couldn't leave the house for a few days, and it was my birthday, and I just didn't want to talk to anyone, and yeah, bro, just didn't want to. What is that? Birthdays are hard, man. Birthdays can be hard for a lot of people. Got a lot of expectations, and the older you get, the older you get, bro, it just gets more different. But yeah, never going to go to Byron Bay again. I don't think so. I've said that before, but just like hey, look, I've talked about Byron Bay before, and there's just like something about it, bro. There's just something about it. There's also something about me, so woohoo. We're going to leave it at that, you know, bro. Just a little short one because I'm just getting back into this. Just want to slowly, not slowly, bro, just want to ease back into this, and I feel like I shouldn't push these podcasts, you know. It's hard doing this by yourself. But just wanted to touch base and say woohoo, you know. Woohoo. Everything's all good, and I'm really excited to start sharing what I really want to share, you know. And I hope you've been good, bro. I hope you've been happy. I hope you've been feeling well. And just remember, bro, nothing is real, but what is real is love. And you can find that, bro. Find it in your heart space. Just meditate, bro. Try some meditation. It can fix you. It can help you out, man. I'm constantly meditating. That's all I'm doing. Just meditating. Meditate so I don't need your face. Oh, I saw Trophy Eyes for the first time. It was really, really cool. I don't know if anyone else knows who Trophy Eyes is. One of my favourite bands. Saw that. Anywho, hey, if I just want to say thank you so much if you watched and listened to this episode, and just remember to follow, subscribe, all that cringe stuff, and I appreciate whoever listens to this, bro. And keep listening, keep watching. We're gonna have some fun, bro. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get weird, and we're gonna get famous. Whoa.